Get ready, Staten Island.
The Ferry Hawks are back at SIUH Community Park July 7th to the 12th for a 6-game series against the High Point Rockers. Tonight, first pitch is at 6:30. It's Thirsty Thursday with $5 Bud and Bud Light drafts. Friday, July 10th, first pitch is at 7 p.m. May the Force be with you on Star Wars Night with post-game kids glow around the bases with special lightsaber training packs.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats. Katz and Cosby, entertaining and informative
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And let's go to New York.
Let's go to New York now. Let's go to Bruce Blakeman. Are you going to bring him in?
Sure. Bruce, Nassau County Executive, safest county in America. And Bruce, we were talking the other day about some new polls. The Coefficient polling firm had you within 6 points of Governor Kathy Hochul. There's other polls out there that have you also within single digits. What's your reaction to that? That's closing in.
Well, that confirms our own internal polling. It also confirms polling we've seen in congressional races. So we saw a poll that was done a couple of weeks ago in a +9 Democratic congressional district where I was beating Kathy Hochul 51-42. So it confirms that we are making tremendous progress. Every poll I've seen, Kathy Hochul is upside down on job approval, on favorability. People don't like her. They don't trust her. And she's not doing a good job. She's making New Yorkers miserable. Most overtaxed state in the United States. Electric bills 70% higher than the national average. And she is the most pro-criminal governor in the United States of America. People want an end to that. They want an end to spending $8.5 billion of our taxpayer money on illegal migrants when that money is being spent on people who are not New Yorkers. And she's using our money, our tax dollars, to give it away.
You know, Bruce, your ad, the AI ad that you guys just put out, the judge is smiling too.
Brilliant. Just brilliant.
Brilliant. I want to describe to everybody because Spencer Pratt did one in the LA race and it was so effective. It really catapulted. And you did one here where she's talking about congestion pricing and here's some crack. It was absolutely spectacular, Bruce. Talk about the making of that ad and the response you've gotten.
Well, the interesting thing is all of those statements that we have in the AI ad are completely true. The subject matter is completely true. And we try to do it in a way where we use satire and humor to get people's attention. And we show the fallacy of Kathy Hochul's policies. She claims that we are unaffordable and that she will make us affordable. Kathy, you're the one that made it unaffordable. You're the one that made it unsafe. You gave 45 plus rate hikes on our electric bill in the last 4.5 years. 45 plus rate hikes. And to claim that you're going to solve the problem, you are the problem, Kathy.
Yeah, that ad is very, very strong. Judge Weinberg.
Good to talk to you, Bruce. For example, in New York City, they made a deal, which they reneged on, for more police, 550 more police. And Hochul gave Mondami all that money. None of that had terms and conditions tagging that money to make sure that there were additional police in New York. How could she just give away money to Mondami, who has all these social welfare and socialistic policies with no checks and balances on it?
Judge, she gave Zoran Mondami $5.5 billion to bail out his budget gap, as you correctly said, without any strings attached, without any conditions. I, as governor, would have said, first of all, you need to cut spending. You don't have a revenue problem, Mayor. You have a spending problem. You got to stop spending money on programs that don't benefit anybody, that don't create quality services, merely increase the cost and the taxes of the people of the city of New York. So, first of all, I wouldn't give him the money until he demonstrated to me that he cut spending from programs that don't work, cut out the fraud, waste, and abuse, which even now he recognized is rampant in the city of New York, if you see what he said a couple of days ago. But what a disgrace that Kathy Hochul didn't say to him, you cannot defund the police. You can't use this money and defund the police. And that's what he's doing. Thousands of police officers are leaving. They're retiring. They've created vacancies that need to be filled to bring the police department up to full strength. And he's not going to hire. And that's how you defund the police incrementally. And that's exactly what he wants to do. And Kathy Hochul has been subservient. She's been complicit, and she's part of the problem.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are troubled at that alliance, if you will. Ed Cox.
Yeah, tell us about her budgets, County Exec Blakeman. Tell us about the way her budgets have grown and the impact on New Yorkers.
Well, since she's been governor, the budget's almost doubled. Our budget in the state of New York is twice the size of the state of Florida, and Florida has 4 million more people. Now, you can't tell me that it costs twice as much to run this state as it does Florida. I have family in Florida. I visit friends and family in Florida. They have the same services we have. I would argue that their services are better than we have in the state of New York, and it costs half the price. So the problem is the fraud, waste, and abuse, the excessive contracts that are given to political contributors, and that's why taxes are the highest in the nation. That's why our electric bills are 70% higher than the national average, and that's why people are leaving the state of New York. Businesses are leaving. That's why we have to endure things like congestion pricing, which is nothing more than another tax on the middle class.
And we also have Governor David Patterson, the former governor. We love him, the well-dressed one. Go ahead.
How are you, Bruce?
Doing well, Governor.
So I think I can be objective and say that in the last few minutes, you've made some very powerful points and really demonstrated that you are very adept at looking at where the governor is at right now. My question to you is, toward the end of the session, when they realized they couldn't pass the budget on time, did you consider going up to Albany and making the case that you're making here? Because you would have gotten a lot more publicity, I think, if you had.
Yeah, we were up there. Matter of fact, I was there with Republican state senators and state assembly members, and we did do that. It wasn't covered by the traditional media. Not everybody is like WABC Radio that allows divergent opinions.
Not everybody's number one in the country and great. Is that it?
And that's why you are number one, because you are fair and you allow people to have a forum to be able to express their opinions and what their policies are. I venture to guess that Kathy Hochul probably doesn't come on your show very frequently. She doesn't have press conferences very frequently.
I don't think Kathy Hochul has been on our show for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And we always listen. We try to have equal opportunities, and she knows she's invited, but and we always try to be fair with everybody, and she has not come on.
Well, she can't defend her record. Her record is a record of straight Fs. How do you explain that we're the most overtaxed? How do you explain that our electric rates are 70% higher than the national average? How do you explain that thousands of jobs and businesses have left New York, that hundreds of thousands of people have left New York? How do you explain the misery that people have throughout the state with the policies that she has with respect to criminal justice that are so pro-criminal that it's a revolving door of criminality in this state? And that's why our kids and our grandkids are moving out. We have to reverse that trend. We're in a death spiral right now. We need a governor that knows how to run a large organization. My county's larger than 8 states. I have 110,000 more Democrats. I won re-election in a county with 110,000 more Democrats by 12 points.
Wow.
Because people like what I did here, and I can do the same thing for the state because I will put New Yorkers first. My job is to make them happy, not miserable.
Well, you have the safest county in America and an amazing track record. Bruce, we got to have you back on again soon. And congrats on the great new polls, too. It's really wonderful to have you here.
Well, thank you. We are going to win. You will have a new governor on January 1st. It will be a breath of fresh air, and we will save New York.
Bravo.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bruce. Great to have you here.
Guys.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. God
Thank
bless
you so
America.
much.
You too.
Anyone can sell electronics. At Electronics Expo, they do more than sell products. They design, install, and support complete technology solutions. From home theaters and whole home audio to lighting, shades, automation, networking, security cameras, and premium entertainment systems. For over 22 years, they've helped thousands of homeowners experience technology at its very best. See the difference for yourself. Visit their Wayne or Paramus stores in New Jersey or shop now at electronicsexpo.com.